Astronauts, who have played exactly one official on the previous version of this map with an old version of the team, and were excellent at it, but have not played the game or played the map at all since then in any official. So we've just got no information to really draw a conclusion from. So we're gonna really see what's going on here and what we wind up with. But this one could be very unpredictable.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think it's gonna be. I think this is going to be a crazy map. Just imagine, you know, the guys barely play Vertigo, and we end up in, like, triple OT or something like that. Tens drops 50, and they somehow win. But, yeah, here we go. Pistol round incoming and go up towards the ramp. CTs are currently smoked off, and nice job there by Stellar catching out JT right in that gap of that smoke. They try to push through. Fady actually lives through that. I think Ponalone had him dead to rights, but can't complete the kill. He had to let his teammate come in, but Robbie comes from behind. That's one. MOTM going to grab one as well. Black Poison going to be the last man standing. Stellar gets the kill, and that's a really clean round, Mike.
Flawless, and not just flawless, but just it felt effortless, right? That was just that there was no answer from ATK. So obviously early days, that's just the pistol, but it's a heck of a way to get started out. You're going to see off the back of that 4 rifles being picked up for this Party Astronaut side. Actually, 5 rifles. They're straight onto the rifles. No need for SMGs. No need to beat around the bush here. They're just going to get head armor and rifles behind him. And it's Deegs all the way down on the other side, except for Domster, who just had to ruin the Deagle symmetry by picking up a kit instead. Still, wise economic decision. He's going for a little bit more util. Well, we'll see what they can get done here. It's aggression out from 10s in towards mid, so at least a lot of control taken that direction. He can get the flank down the elevator shaft as well. And since there are now 4 players from Party Astronauts moving this direction, that might not be the worst thing in the world. Ben Leets here watching the flank just to make sure no lurk comes down the B steps and no one drops down that elevator shaft. But it is just now going to be a take up A ramp once more. 3 players here for the Party Astronaut, or for the ATK side, and actually a 4th rotating in. So they are ready to receive the T's. Out the ramp they come. And it's a game of whack-a-mole, and so far the T's holding up strong. That's a nice frag though from JT. Gets the dome on to MOTM. Maybe just about all they find, though, as the bodies are continuing to drop. And it's looking like Party Astronaut should have this one well under control.
Yeah, JT and Downster have a lot of work to do here if they want to get back into this one. They don't have a gun that they can pick up. You know, that would be nice if they'd been able to pick up a rifle in this situation. Maybe make it realistic. But I think in this situation, they should just try and save. But Domster clearly not going to be trying to do that. JT's left all alone. He does have that armor to save here, which I think would be a good decision to try and get out of here. But he's going to stick around, and Robbie will take him out before JT can get away. So quick 2-0 for Party Astronauts. Only one guy dies in that round, so they're going to start to build up that bank a little bit. Only have to rebuy on MOTM. And he had some great entries as well. Really cleared out the site. Made it easy to get that bomb down, and Party Astronauts in good shape here early.
So clearly they've got that A-take down. And to be quite frank, folks, if you've got your A-take on Vertigo down, that can get you a lot of rounds on T side. So we have yet to see how deep the strap book is. Now we're seeing a little bit of presence towards B ramp, and it's a good round to do so because there's nobody home. There is nobody here at B. It's a full stack towards A, and why not? They've gone A 2 rounds in a row. If you're going to stack with pistols, might as well do it on A. Not going to be so lucky for them this time. It's just going to be Stellar holding for exactly this play while the rest of his teammates just take B comfortably, secure the site, make sure no rude surprises are awaiting. Now they'll retrieve the bomb, get the plant. And this will almost certainly be the round. It's kind of a wash to begin with. We knew this was most likely going to happen. And so it is just going to be Stellar, who's got a firing range going here. He's found the first. MOTM trying to farm up as much catch as possible. He's only going to find one more before he's dropped, so it's a 1,200 in the bank. But he has been felled. Stellar cleaning off the fringes. It's just going to be 10s. Trying to do a little bit more damage. Did find the first head. He's looking for more. He's popped off, and Ben Leet puts him down, continuing some strong aiming form over from Overpass. So nice start for Party Astronauts. 3-0, and a really effortless 3-0. I mean, you can see the only person who's died is MOTM. He's died twice for them. Otherwise, they're flawless.
Yeah, he's earned those 5 kills. Only man to die here. And Polo just sitting there like, let me get some action, man. He hasn't died or gotten a kill yet. So he's trying to get in on the fun, but everybody's just getting the kills before he can get there. It looks like it's going to be fast-paced play and aggression coming out from the CT side. That didn't work, but JT's able to pop out. He was sneaky behind that. I don't even know what that you can even call that. Box.
Stacked window
stacked,
panes,
yeah.
flooring. What
I
is
don't
it?
even know.
Construction plates.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, he pops out from there. And it's going to go in the favor of ATK. 4v3 now. And they certainly have control of this area. But T's are going to slow it down after that fast-paced push.
So here we go. Rifles are out, and all of a sudden it's a whole different ball game. We got a little bit more action out from the ATK side. Domster, though, is still on an island towards B, and there are players working their way up. They are right now on the platform right across from them. Ponalone's gotten a kill with a nade as well, so that's a nice way to even the numbers. Domster has to hang on here. They're watching for exactly his spot. It's just a question of when he chooses to swing, and if he'll be up to the task. He will not at all. Robbie gets that kill, so the numbers brought back, and Tens is next to follow. So it's just Black Poison who's in a 1v3, and he's got to consider whether he wants to fight for this bomb. Hasn't been planted yet, but 40 seconds, they can get it down comfortably. He will find the first fight, but at the cost of half of his health. And there's still 2 more to find, so he can't continue that exchange rate. He's got to win one of these duels without being punched, and he will not be able to do so. Robbie gets 3 on the round, brings it back for his squad, and that's really well done by the party astronauts to corral what was a dangerous situation.
Absolutely. Robbie did a really good job handling both of those players on the entry, basically to secure the round himself, and there was a nice crossfire set up there to take down Black Poison there at the end. If one of the players goes down, the other one is pretty much guaranteed to get the kill. So nice job there by Party Astronauts. They earned themselves a 4-0, and they're going up against Pistols. Nice little dink there by Domster. That was a quick flick on Ben Leitz, and he's probably sitting there, what just happened? I barely saw that guy for maybe half a second, and I'm already down to 17 HP. But he eventually will go down. Robbie's going to add one as well. So it'll be 5v3. JT and Tens likely going to be up next. Tens is going to come in and support JT here. MOTM. Oh, nice shot there by Tens. Nice adjustment to get it to the head. And it's now 4v3. Ben Leach probably going to go down. JT does the job. Earns himself an AK, but Ponalone going on in towards the other side, and he clears it out. Rotation going to come in. Now 3v2, Mike.
Just a question whether they're checking the right direction. When Tens rounds the corner, that's a nade in hand. That's careful. Ponalone gets run down. Tens somehow gets out of the engagement without being spammed through the wall. So now numbers even. This is a very dangerous situation for the party astronauts. They need to be very careful indeed. JT and Tens with a rifle and a deagle could make this happen. That's what's going to fade. JT gets caught out. Was tempted by the back of Robbie, and that was the bait that brought him into the switch. That is Stellar. Now just Tens. Stellar will take care of that as soon as the smoke fades, and the party astronauts, they get 5 rounds. They avert what was a very dangerous anti-eco. And now ATK, full buy up. They'll have the op for Tens. They've got everything they want in this round. Here's where they need to start to assert themselves. It's actually going to be the double op. JT picking that up instead of Black Poison is a new one. But I'm going to guess that's based on the positions that they play here on Vertigo. We're going to see what they can do.
Yeah, you love to see the double op setup. JT going to get posted up, but he's going to have his head taken off early, so now it's only 1 op in the hands of 10, so that strategy is out the window early. Beatty going to go down. MOTM is ready for it, and he is feeding right now. 2 entry kills, actually 1 entry kill. The other one was basically a rotation coming in trying to slow it down, but either way, he got a double kill. That nade going to do a decent amount of damage. It takes Black Poison down to 77. But 2 CTs in this area. Domster is pretty far away right now, but Ponalone going to take down Black Poison, and Party Astronauts are just chewing through him right now.
Tens has an opportunity, though. Gets the first shot. Now they know where that op is playing from. Do they want to continue to press on towards A? It seems that they do indeed, but as I say that, Robbie's rotating off because if you'll note, Ben Leet is all the way on towards B. And this is nice, wide open, fully secured for Ben. He's going to drop a molly just to make sure of that fact and now hold for exactly this peak, though. He pulls off the angle right as they might be considering going for it. And Domster and Tens have a decision to make. There are 4 players on site. This is a serious choke point. Do they want to contest for it? Ooh, Domster deleted. That's really going to make the decision for them. Tens should be falling off this angle. He's now tagged. They know where he's at. He's just got to get out of there, but Ponalone will allow no such thing. Quick frag through from the opera, and he will then jump off the edge as he tries to celebrate to his death. And he survives.
He survived. Wow, yeah, apparently not enough time falling down there. That was worrisome for a second. Monka S, Mike.
Yeah, that's a clincher. Maybe Ponalone just needs a little extra thrill to feel alive here. He's like, it's a 6-0. This isn't enough of a contest. I will fight gravity itself.
Wow, yeah, he's lucky to get away with that. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. So he's probably freaking out there for a second, like, please don't let me die like this. And he does.
The best part is I can picture his face as that happened. Like, I can
like wide-eyed.
see his face. Yeah, that wide-eyed look he gives when he's like, I don't know how that was gonna go. Just the classic Pwn alone, like
It's a good
sort of like
too.
almost innocent, just like wholehearted, like I didn't know what was gonna happen there.
That was a good
That's
impression. I like
fantastic.
that. Nice job. Good old Pwn alone, man.
Pwnalone's a fantastic guy. We're this is all in very, very good natured fun. Big fan of Pwnalone. Tens, not such a fan of the Party Astronaut side right now because he has been knocked down to 12 and has to go ahead and fade away.
One thing to note, we saw Tens play that same position a ton yesterday, and Hydrix was really bullying him when he was trying to get into that jump up. So he's going to continue to stick to the spot. He's confident in it. But, again, he will go down early. That nade's going to come in. Should be pretty chunky. Fading down to 8 HP. It had been a little bit closer. He would have gone down. JT caught out in the open. MOTM will have no issue taking him down. He's looking for more. He actually gets taken down to 16 HP. He's got to be careful. But you can see the bomb is heading on over towards the A site. Rotation coming for the CTs. I don't think you're going to get there in time, though.
Most certainly not. One of the issues for ATK is they've just had so little success in these rounds that they just haven't had that many gun rounds. They haven't been getting kills. They haven't been getting kill bonuses. And it's made it a real struggle for them. I mean, you can see right now they've got a total of 9 frags through 6 rounds. And Dumpster now last alive. You can't imagine he's going to be able to add too much of a total here. There are 2 players still on goose eggs at this point. So ATK just really getting blanked here early on. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. They got,
yeah, actually, Fady's on 007 right now. You don't like to see it.
You do not. Unless Dumpster gets a kill here, they will be on a rate of less than 1.5 kills per round.
Yeah, that's not a good statistic. Definitely doesn't build any confidence, that's for sure. Dumpster might be able to sneak a kill here. It looks like he's going to try and drop down. No, he's got a target in front of him, so he's going to avoid that 007. He actually gets another kill, so, I mean, he makes something of that situation. Takes down
11
2.
kills.
And now, yeah, 11 kills through 7 rounds. Definitely not the number you want, that's for sure.
A little over 1.5 kills, though. He's improved the ratio. It's an improvement. It's trending upwards, Mitch.
Yes,
it's trending
exactly.
upwards.
It's growth.
This is just troubling, though. I think... So, yes, this is a T-sided map, for anyone wondering about how this map tends to stack up. But as we saw earlier today on the EU broadcast, that just doesn't necessarily hold. Spirit made a really good comeback on their own CT side. And we're seeing a very strong CT-sided half from Movie Star as well.
Ooh.
So, Black Poison burned out for absolutely no exchange is definitely not the way they were hoping to get started here, and they're just finding no success with this off over towards A. They are really struggling. Nice nade down on towards ramp from JT, so that's a heads-up play, but they're going to have to bring a lot of reinforcement. Tens coming back into that same off angle to try and hold on to the site, and now tons of utility sailing in is going to make this difficult indeed.
Yeah, that's a really nice combo with the nade and the molly. Tens is going to get that opening kill. He was boosted up and will drop down. And you can see the T's are going to slow down. They figured out where Tens is, and that makes you rethink what you're doing. But Pwnalone going to try and get control of that bomb at least. JT still in the area. I don't think you're going to have an issue picking up that bomb unless Tens has something wild happen here. But he's going to go over towards the B site. So JT's all alone here. Versus 3 potentially if they start to push. But 40 seconds left on the clock. They're taking their time. JT going to stick to his position, but here comes the CTs to come in and help out. And Benleitz will go down. Here we go over towards A.
That's a big problem, actually, losing Ben. That was their safety blanket. That was their potential rapid rotate. MOTM, though, gonna get the entry. They just have to take this straight-up fight. JT elevates. He is going to die eventually, but Tens finds 1, and only 2 bullets in the gun is going to slow Robbie down. He's got to win this 1v2, and he's only got 13 seconds left to do it. So they just haven't left themselves enough of a cushion, and it's looking like they may finally get around on the board. Dumpster makes sure no bomb plant available for Robbie, and ATK, they have taken 1. They saved the double op to boot, so that's a great thing to find. It is the Brazilian scoreline now as ATK finally getting into this game, finally making a go of this. They're going to need to find more, though. This is just not enough, and Party Astronauts, of course, going to be bringing the heat once more. I think really the main issue there for Party Astronauts is that they just did not leave themselves of enough cushion on time. Fady, though, gets started. He's going to crack his goose egg in a big way with a kill, and nearly another as Stellar now dropped very low.
Yeah, Nate could take him out here. Not a ton of utility on the side of ATK. They actually don't have any nades in the situation, so it would have to be a molly if they were to get him through utility. So it's going to be evened up 4v4. Benleitz has gone down as well as Fady. And it looks like the focus is going to be on towards the B site where they're going to meet Domster and Tens. JT jumping on top of that smoke for some sort of information. He might have been able to spot out Stellar there, and they're going to boost up over that smoke, but it might fade before they're able to do that. But here comes the hit on towards B. Ten's going to readjust his position. He's been smoked off. Domster there to support him as well. And here we go. MLTM going to go down. Robbie right around the corner. He's going to go ahead and start spamming. But Domster might get caught reloading. But Tens is going to help out. He's grabbed one. JT will pop out. And CTs are all over the place right now. And nice job by ATK on the hold.
This is just looking like a different team these last couple of rounds. They have formed up in a big way. These defenses are much stronger. That B hold was excellent. They had the information towards mid, so as soon as they realize what's going on, the rotation can come in instantaneously. There was no presence A whatsoever. Not even a lurk from either side. So really excellently done from ATK to figure out what Party Astronauts were doing and then exploit it against them. There will still be money here. There's still going to be a buy, still an op in Ponalone's hands. But this is the end of the rope for Party Astronauts. This would be the round that would start to bankrupt them if it does, in fact, come through in their favor. Or against their favor, I suppose.
All right, so Party Astronauts going to take it slow here. And ATK going to play it pretty conservatively. They get Domster over towards the left side of the B site. Ben Leeds basically just probing around, trying to get some sort of information. Oh, look at that spam. That's perfect there by JT. Nothing MOTM can do in that situation, and he goes down. ATK will have the advantage here early, but there's still a bunch of guys over towards this ramp. And it looks like Party Astronauts are still going to stick around, but you can see the bomb still in towards spawn, so clearly haven't made up their mind yet.
This is an interesting one, because if you lose your lurk, then you've got to devote someone going all the way back down A ramp. You don't know if a flank is coming in. Ben Leeds making a little bit of presence out towards B. And he's actually slipped past Domster, so this could get very tricky indeed. Domster now gets killed for free. They found another onto the site, but Ben Leeds has secured it, and so they're going to retreat. They're going to go ahead and retrieve that bomb and get the heck out of Dodge. Someone might drop down the elevator shaft to ruin this, and if Tens actually works his way into the boost position, this could be deadly. Is he thinking about doing it? He is indeed. He's moving towards it. This could be perfect. They have no idea. They'll check it, but Tens is just too lightning quick. That's going to send the round skittering out of control. Bomb has to be retrieved. There's only 20 seconds. There's overwhelming numbers, and Ben Lee, feeling like he has to take the fight, is going to move for it. Stellar getting two, though. Nearly a third. Might have been able to get something going, but he too will be dropped. It's going to be the money running out for Party Astronauts, and ATK keeping two alive. They will continue to build here as they start to get back into this game. 3 rounds now for the South African side. They're looking for more.
Nice attempt there by Stellar. He's able to take down 2 of those players, so they'll have to rebuy. But I think Ten's pretty much won that round by getting that player coming up ramp. Clearly, the T player thought the site was clear because his teammate was already in sight and had advanced his position deep into that site, but that jump up really was their downfall. Tens hits a nice op shot, and that's going to lead to a 7-3 scoreline. Party Astronauts seem to be focused on towards the B site. Domster going to get that opening kill on towards Ponalone. Here comes a flash coming in from Faded to help out his teammate. That does give away his position, but the flash comes in, and he's not going to be able to help out from jump up. Robbie's going to get one. Stellar adds one as well, but that's going to leave Ben Leeds all alone. He's been able to evade Fady for the time being, but he's been spotted out. And it's going to... Fady actually doesn't take that much damage. That's surprising. But anyways, Ben Leeds left on 14 HP. Not much to say here. It's going to be Tens that's going to finish him off, and ATK get their 4th, so they're starting to look much better here, Mike.
Yeah, it's just a situation of a Glock at range betraying Ben Lead. It's such a tough gun to work with at range. If he has a deagle there, surely that's a kill. But it's not going to happen. It is going to be a 4th for ATK. They are clawing their way back into this. Tens has now hit double digits on the kill counter, and the whole team's starting to freshen up and come alive here, and that's pretty critical for them. It's going to be a pause call out. I'd imagine this is from the Party Astronaut side as Munster calms them down, gets some words of wisdom, and they figure out what the strat's going to be for the hit. They haven't really gone for just a pure A ramp take, and historically on Vertigo, when there's something going wrong on your T side, the trick is just hit A. Just go for your set smokes, hit A, get the bomb plant, play the post plant from A ramp. That's just the tried and true washed method to getting around on Vertigo. We'll see if they fall back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a timeout, waiting for this to be canceled. I guess we can take a look at the leaderboard to see where everybody is at. Stellar is going to be leading the way. He's had a good map. He's at a 2-to-1 ratio at 12 and 6, but quickly followed up by Ian and Robbie. Ian's on 11, Robbie on 10. The flip side, only one guy on double digits right now. That's, as you can imagine, Tens. And everybody else is below that double-digit mark. Domster on 8. And Fady's still struggling a little bit. I mean, his team's starting to win rounds. So if he starts fragging and everybody keeps doing what they're doing, you know, they're going to be in good shape, I feel like. So ATK has certainly turned the tides here in this matchup here on the second map. And I hope we get a good one here.
So let's see. No op available for the Party Astronauts. We know how much of an impact Fragger Ponolo could be with that big green gun in his hands. He hasn't been having such a good time of it on Vertigo as he was on Overpass, but we'll see what they can do. Party Astronauts now freeze time canceled. We are going to be getting into it. They are going to be making their way out, and we'll see if it's as we said, and the A ramp play is the go-to. Seem to be, it's mid-presence instead. Heavy mid-presence indeed. Lots of utility for it. This player's close up. JT's going to spring the trap, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange, and it heavily favors the T's. So Party Astronauts feeling very good about this right now. It's going to be Black Poison, though, holding a long angle with the AWP, but if they don't flash him out, if they don't smoke him down, it's going to be pretty strong. Smoke comes in, but Tens does as well. Up on the hop up, he finds one to equalize the numbers and make this a little easier for ATK to work with.
Tens, the assassin with the M4 boosted up. That's a nice kill. He had to hit that. He had to have really good accuracy in that situation because the player was about to get behind a wall. But he makes it. Quick work, and we're evened up 3v3. MOTM's making his presence known over towards the A side, but it looks like the real play is really going to be over towards B. As you can see, Bentley's hanging out with the bomb in this area, as well as his teammates joining him. So Domster going to be left all alone in this situation. This is likely going to be tough, but he's going to spot out Bentley's coming up that ramp. That's the bomb down. Still retrievable, but nonetheless, Domster's done his job. Here comes the CTs, but Stellar in perfect position for that rotation to come in and take him down. So he's going to be able to get in the back lines. Tens tries to spam through the door. Doesn't work out. Stellar still in the area. Tens is going to win that battle, though. Now 2v1, but bomb is on the way to A, Mike.
It's been completely given up as well. So this is a free plant for MOTM, and they're going to have no idea where he's playing in the post plant. So he can work his way into any possible position. Shame he doesn't know where they're getting to, but MOTM now has a 1v2, and it's very winnable. They'll start to drop mollies. He'll have an indication of where they're coming from, but they're trying to check his angle. They can just play this conservative. The logical spot would be him being all the way back towards ramp, so you got to assume that that's what they're going to check, and now he can start to work his way into the flank. This is really one done for MOTM, but Domster has the read. Domster has the shot. Quick flick, and that's just kind of unlucky for MOTM. No chance to get into this. He made a move, and he was silenced. Really well played from Domster in the clutch to have it and prevent the 1v2. So 5th round for ATK. They are slowly but surely dragging this back, and I think, Mitch, we got a game on our hands.
Yeah, this is looking good, Mike. You love to see it. Now, last round, Domster probably had Tens hearing bullets going right by his ear. That was a crisp, clean shot from him, and he's looked good, really good last night. Let's see what his scoreline is right now. So he's on 10 kills. He's carrying his weight right now, really helping ATK get back into this. So you love to see it. But we're in the 13th round here. There's going to be 3 guys over towards that A side coming up that ramp. And Party Astronauts have been struggling a little bit to get up towards that ramp a couple of these rounds. So let's see if they can make it happen here. They're going to have a bunch of utility to aid them to try to get in towards that site, but still haven't hit it just yet. And 3 CTs here for ATK, so they should have the manpower to shut this down, but let's see if it happens.
Smokes out to cover it. Ben Leet's going to get the opening pick as well onto JT. There's still a player boosted up, but he's been spotted. Tens' position is compromised. He's only good for 1. As soon as they start to round around, there's just only so many places you can be held off from. That's a great series of kills from Fady, but is going to be brought back, and Black Poison now has to fall off the angle. The bomb's committed, though. They've got to go forward, never backwards at this point, and Black Poison's got support coming in, but he doesn't need it. He's just finding these frags. MOTM now in a 1v2, but this time without the bomb planted. It's a little bit trickier to work with, and he's going to get it done this time. Certainly not, as Domster once again, at 2 rounds in a row, puts bullets into his head to prevent the 1v2 over on A. That's some nice symmetry for you.
ATK is looking really good right now. Nice job on that hold coming up ramp. And it's now going to be 7-6, 1 away from being tied up, and we get a timeout as a result. So looking at the money on the side of Party Astronauts, they're borderline buying the situation. We already have a deagle out on MOTM, so that should signal that it might be pistol armor. Some of those guys could have got AK armor and maybe a flash or two, but they're just going to play it safe in this situation so they can buy next round. So the buy they do get is going to be a CZ, 2 Deegs, and a P250. A little bit of utility. So any hit they have, I feel like it can't be a fake. They just got to go with it.
So let's see what we got. The thorn in their side so far has been that boosted up position on A. They really have had trouble dealing with it. It felt like every time they got a kill on somebody who was up there, another player hopped up, right? It's just constant hop up, hop up, hop up. This time it's going to be Black Poison. He's got support coming in rapidly from Tens. There's going to be 2 of the big bosses of this ATK side to deal with early on. And now they've got a 3rd coming in. Domster's taking some control, getting into support. It's actually heavy presence, and you can see why. Fady is pushed all the way to the B stairs. That's so much information. That's the rapid flank. They've got everything they need to try and make this happen. It's going to be a boost up from Tens. What an angle as well. Black Poison apparently doesn't even need him, as he's just going to drop all the frags himself. And Stellar will be the last to fall. Really well played from ATK. They push a man to gain control, to gain information, and then they just stack the site and shut the takedown. Really well read. Really well played. Perfect call.
And that's why I love to see the op on Black Poison. Really good job getting both of those kills as they pushed in towards site. Quick flicks and a quick adjustment with the jiggle there on that second player. So definitely got to watch when he has that op in his hands. It looks like it's going to be a fast play over towards the B side. Domster going to have to have something to say about that. He will get the kill on Ponalone. But the trailing players on the T side weren't set up for a trade, so that's a free kill. But they will continue to march over towards this area. You can see they're sending out MOTM. I think they're going to flash. Or no, that's a smoke first. And I think there's going to be a flash in towards site. So MOTM going to try to come in and enter. He's looking right at the right spot. That's an opening kill. Tens right around that corner. MOTM going to maneuver through the smoke. And it is madness over towards the B site right now. Stellar able to grab one, but he's the last man standing versus 3. Fady going to get a kill from above. And that's going to be ATK taking the lead going into the second half. It was 7-0, Mike.
It was 7-0, 8 rounds in a row for ATK. I mean, what a brilliant way to get back into this game. And to take 8 rounds on your CT half of Vertigo, they've definitely made a game of this. We understand why that map pick was coming through. It was looking very questionable indeed. I mean, obviously, when they're 7-0 down, you're like, all right, this is a wash. 2-0, boys. Back it up. We're going home. Not so much. Not so fast. It seems like they figured out something in the way that Party Astronauts was playing it, in the way that they were calling and maneuvering. And once they figured that out, once that processed in their brains, they just locked in and shut it down. So really nicely done from ATK. And again, so yes, Tens was leading the frags. He was doing really well. But it wasn't just Tens. It was the way they were playing. It was the positioning they had. It was really well done. So that's impressive. It's something we've been kind of calling ATK out for, is sometimes just relying on that superstar presence of Tens to get it done for them, and they didn't need to. It certainly helped, but they had more. They had more depth beyond that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really thought that ATK couldn't depend on Tens to go off like he did yesterday and still be able to win this map. So it's nice to see that ATK is having a team effort here. Black Poisons look good. Domsters look good. So ATK starting to roll here a little bit. If they get the pistol, they will be in a fantastic position. Number one, they're able to get that pistol, then probably win the round after that, and they'll already be at double digits. So Party Astronauts lost 8 in a row. They'd love to get this pistol. Okay,
all right. Yeah, pistol round coming up. You asked for it. They're delivering it. Frags coming through, and once again, it's looking very good. Not quite as flawless as it was earlier, but still excellent. Tens last alive. He is in a 1v3. We've seen him make magic with those before, but right now, Benleet's toying with him. He's retrieved the bomb. Reinforcements should be coming through, though, in just a moment, and Tens needs to pick his path very carefully. Right on the other side of this door, there are plenty of friends for him to play with, and they're just playing open the door, close the door. It's a fun game for all ages. But Tens is going to come out on the losing side. Turns out in a 3-1, when you get stuck by the door, it's not so great for you.
And if this wasn't such an important match, I feel like those guys probably would have went for the knife. They had him cornered. One guy coming from behind, 2 in front. They knew he was lit up. But this isn't a situation where you go for a knife, especially when you're going up against Tens as well. Because we've already seen him get a 3v1 in this match. We saw, I think, a 4v1 yesterday. But, yeah, I was waiting for it. And then, back in my mind, it's like, there's no way they do that right now in this situation.
I mean, yeah, especially against tens.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, maybe
You know?
you get him in that situation, but like, do you really want to give him the chance? Do you really want to test that? You really want to see if he's the one that you might just be able to slip out a knife on, especially with everything riding on this. Reminder, folks, the team that wins this will be an EPL relegation. Both of these teams are moving to the Global Challenge for sure. But the team that wins this will have third place. They'll have a shot at Pro League, which would be massive. JT not glow. It's going to be a massacre. Tens does get himself 1 kill, but at the cost of most of his health, and so that will just be an SMG loss. They'll keep the rifles up and alive moving forward, and the Party Astronauts do take the 9th round. So they're back in the lead. They've got control here on their CT side. Now the guns come out for the Ts, and this becomes a whole different ball game, Mitch. They've got smokes as well to go for this take. I'm feeling a little A-ramp. You feeling A-ramp?
I'm feeling it, baby. Let's see if they actually head towards that area. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do, Mike. MOTM, good position here, especially considering he has that MP9. That nade should do a little bit of work, but doesn't do as much as I thought it would. Fade only takes 4 damage, but there's still 3 Ts in that area, so, you know, they weren't scared off by that nade and knowing there's a guy up close. So utility going to be spent over towards this A site. It looks like they're going to rotate the bomb over towards the other side of the map, and you can see Stellar up close here with that SMG waiting on the other side towards B. So if somebody does go in towards that area, that should be a pretty easy kill for him, but you never know. A little bit of action over towards the other side of the site, and Ben Leitz is going to be the one that gets that kill.
Look at this. Fady challenging the smoke goes through, but he's going to get traded immediately. So good positioning out from Party Astronauts to make sure that they can't find too much off of it. Black Poison is getting adventurous, and he does have the bomb. And he's going to win that frag. That's massive for them. And now Domster's here in support. It's going to be up to MOTM to really try and clutch this out. This time, he's in the reverse position, but Black Poison putting the bomb down is going to give him some indicator. There is a player out towards the crane who will be able to check this if he does, in fact, hop up. So MOTM playing it a little bit more patient, waiting for the second player to come in, but Stellar's got to clear out Domster to do so. He'll do that. That's an upgrade to a rifle as well, and now he and MOTM can work in tandem. They've both got rifles. They can take these long-range battles. A smoke down will help to cover it off for the South African side, but they've got to hold on from the ramp.
Yeah, that molly was huge. I thought they might throw it on that ramp so it would be more difficult for ATK to go up there, but nice opening kill there by MOTM. Black Poison does respond. Now 1v1. He's going to try and stick it, but he gets off, and his Black Poison shows his face, but MOTM, quick reaction, takes down Black Poison, and he is going to have time. MOTM has done it. Big round for Party Astronauts.
That's the definition of a nail-biter right there, Mitch. That is an absolute squeaker of a round. Every part of him must have been clenched in that moment, trying to make himself skinny and avoid the spray as he goes for the defuse, finds the frag, and then sticks it through. So double-digit rounds for Party Astronauts. They have survived the first test, but it was so close. And with the bomb plant, ATK is going to be right back onto the rifles. Thing is, this time, that was the bonus round. There were SMGs out for Party Astronauts. Now they've got full guns. No AWP available yet, but a fair amount of utility, 4 kits as well, and rifles aplenty. And it's going to be the classic A hit?
Yeah, I think they're going to go and dry as well. Maybe have a flash here at the last second. You can see Stellar watching that cross. Fady going to be the opening man. But there is a whole bunch of CTs in this area right now. MOTM going to go ahead and spray away. So he gives away his position, but there's another man, and that was a little bit of bait. Stellar unable to take down Black Poison. Quick reaction out of him. You can see he's lit up, though. That's going to drop the bomb. Bentley's going to try to hide behind the box. Not going to work out, but perfect trade by MOTM, and it's now 3v1. Bomb out of the control of Domster, who's still trying to come up that ramp a little bit late here. And Party Astronauts in good shape here for the 19th round. Excuse me. Yeah, 19th round. Quick math, Mike. So, yeah, Domster left all alone here. He's got a lot of work to do. He's able to get one, but there we go. Another perfect trade setup.
That's the shutdown, and this time no bomb plant means the money's not going to be as great. They could make it happen if they really wanted to, but ATK is going to go for the pistol armor by, it seems. Maybe a little bit of hero play, but not going to happen. Deagles, pistols, a little bit of utility to try and get forward for a plant, but they should be fine to roll here. Meanwhile, on the other side, 4 rifles again. Still no AWP available. They've been forced to reinvest just a little bit too much, so the money, it's not fantastic. They would very much like to take this anti-eco cleanly, and Ben Lee's going to be looking to do it early on. He actually falls off the angle. They are now working their way up a ramp. This isn't terrible position. He's got support from MOTM, but they got to be careful here. Counter nades are coming in, and a more conservative angle for Ben Lee gonna make this a bit easier. Still, they're allowing so much space. They're not really battling back. And the smoke's now in. This gets tough. It's gonna be a retake setup that should guarantee a bomb plant as it starts to wrap around the crane. They gotta be careful not to get spammed down. They will have the advantage of numbers and rifles when they go in for the retake itself. But still, a bomb plant is all that ATK really needed out of this round.
JT gonna get aggressive here. He's able to grab one. Gets a second as well. Those are two huge kills. But it actually falls apart right after that. ATK does get the bomb down and takes down 3. But that looked like it was going to be a problem for a second. ATK looked like they might have had that round. And it's going to be 12-8 after this defuse comes in. MOTM and Ponalone going to live through that round. But the money will come out here for ATK. They got plenty to go around here. They could even get some autos here, Mike, if they really wanted.
Here's the problem if you're Party Astronauts. First of all, don't say that word.
I was waiting for it.
Party Astronauts, they keep losing numbers in these anti-ecos. There's just no reason to do so, right? They're losing 3 players in the last 2 rounds when they just... It's a little bit too much of an economic hit to take. So their money's still going to be on the ropes. They don't have a bank build up. They should have a bank built up. They haven't lost a round in, what, 4, 5? They came into this, yeah, 5 rounds. They've had 5 rounds in a row. And they've got very little money in the cash reserve. Pretty much Robbie and MOTM just going to be keeping a little bit of bank. And that's a terrible kill to take. Stellar tries to go for the peak. He thinks they're blinded up, but one player has at least clear enough vision to find the frag, and that's going to be rough. He's got a face full of T's. It was a bold play, but the result is not what he was hoping for. Now this gets very rough indeed as they got full mid control. ATK can work what they want. They need to be contained if you're the Party Astronaut side, and this is presumably going to be a hit towards B with the 2 players at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, they're going to take their time here. They've used a lot of utility to gain access to this site. Ponalone will be in towards site. Ooh, MOTM. I think he's going to start feeding right here. That's a double kill for him. That's huge as well. But his teammates have died actually in towards site. So it should be a bomb plant coming in. And JT will be the man that puts it down. There's one guy going up towards jump up. JT is ready. Benleach was able to take one down. So we got a 1v1, but it will be JT. That's a triple on the round for him. And ATK finally get around here in the second half. And it's now 12-9.
And here's where you see the problem with them taking such heavy losses in the last 2. It's going to be an eco. It's going to be an eco out for the Party Astronauts. ATK, meanwhile, they've got everything they want. Full AKs up. They're going to be A-OK. Party Astronauts has to figure out, like, do we want to invest anything in here? Bentley picks up a deagle. I hate that. I hate that call. He's going to be on an SMG into the next gun round, presumably, unless they somehow work this out as a miracle. So we'll see what they can do in terms of damage. Maybe someone can salvage a gun and save it. But this is tough. ATK will presumably be on double digits here. That's a big first frag to find it. And then all of a sudden, you've given them a big window to scrape back in and to tie this up. On the CT side of Vertigo, you've really got to take everything you can. And they're hamstringing themselves into these rounds.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give up around here when you're on the CT side. And Ben Leitz, he's already gone down. That was the Deeg that you mentioned. He didn't like that buy. He was the first one to go down. But look at MOTM just charging through. That's a double for him. He's earned himself that AK, but he goes down immediately after that. Stellar does have one here. But, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'd like to see him save it in this situation. He pops a couple of shots, but he's going to stick around. He's had a couple opportunities here. Black Poison was right over on top of that head box.
He's got to save this.
Stellar.
He's driving me insane right now.
Stellar, what you doing, bud? What you doing? And yeah, he's not going to save it. Oh, man. Let's look at the money really quick. Yeah, Ben Leeds on 3150. That would have been beautiful to have the AK in his hands.
I'm upset.
That
is the classic, like, NA mentality of, let me just get one more. Let me just get one more. Let me just take this peek. One of them's low, right? I'll find a low one. They know where I am now. I've already revealed my position. It's fine. I can win this. It's not like I don't have armor or anything. All right, end rant.
I can feel it coming out of your voice, Mike.
Back into the game, end rant. That is like my trigger, folks. That's a hurting one. They could have had it, because he would have been able to drop. He would have had a rifle. He wouldn't have had head armor, but that's fine. He would have had a gun round into this one. So now it's just going to be pistols and armor. They're going to push that gun round back one. At least they'll have the ops when they do. Phone alone trying to swing. Doesn't find one. MOTM does, which is nice. But there's not much more to show for it.
So yeah, just pistols armor here. And bomb's going to be planted in towards that B site. And there's not going to be any resistance. You can see Party Astronauts all the way on the other side of the map. They do have an AK now in the hands of Ben Leitz. But I imagine they're just going to protect the VIP in this situation. And they're going to give it over to Ian here. But meanwhile, Robbie will go down. They get 4v3. ATK going to get their 11th round here, but how many of these CTs are they going to take down with them, and are they potentially going to lose any players here? Nice dink there onto Black Poison, but he still lives, and I think if I'm him, I back off here. I think the key right now is just watching Ian on whether or not he's going to save this AK, but you can see the yellow dots pretty far away from him right now, and this will be an 11th round for ATK. They're one away from being tied up here on the second map of this BO3, and they're looking much better here.
So now they've got everything they want. Party Astronauts, they can get up the ops. ATK 1 round away from tying this up. They are so very close to making this happen, from taking us through to map 3, which would be Dust 2, which is another map that they've had recent very good performances on. Tens in particular went off on that map the last time they were on it. We'll see if they can do it once more. This is going to be tough. The guns are back out. The op is available for Ponalone. They've still got a little bit of cash reserved on MOTM as well, so it's not a massive catastrophe. Boost up to check over the ramp. You do like to see this. It's kind of a tricky angle. It can work up as they move up the ramp. MOTM's going to need to stand up to do it, though. He doesn't really have great vision here unless they go to clear the cement pile. So he's not going to find it. There's the hop up. He does get 1 and a second as well. The boost up works perfectly. MOTM exchanging his life, but at a great rate. Robbie gets a frag. Not traded out either, and these 2 remaining teams are completely segmented. Black Poison and JT playing as individuals. They're going to try and work their way around, try and find something out of this, but this is a great response from Party Astronauts. They delayed this gun round a little bit with their actions, but when it counted, they've delivered, and you like to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. So about a minute on the clock here. JT and Black Poison, what are you going to do? Stellar, not entirely sure where to look at this point. He's trying to help out his teammate, but then watch the flank coming in. Ooh, nice entry there by JT. Robbie was already lit up, but nonetheless, he does get the kill, earns himself a smoke as well. That'll certainly be helpful, but he's now currently surrounded. Oh, he's going to get the kill on Stellar, and then now they can pinch Ponalone, who's in between these generators. So he knows Black Poison's coming over here, but there's a man coming from behind. Nice kill there by Ponalone. He should be able to grab this, but he's scoped in, and he's going to go down. So now 1v1, JT on a triple kill. Ben Leitz versus JT. Ben Leitz going to push in and should be able to catch this player coming out of the smoke, but it just depends on which direction he goes, and Ben Leitz just saw him right on the other side of the smoke, but he is patient, and he is rewarded. He'll go ahead, pick up that op, and then a big clutch there by Ben Leitz.
So close. So close, Ben Leitz stands on, and he saves the op as well, which is going to be critical for them. But once again, we're seeing the issue, which is Party Astronauts, even when they take these rounds, they're taking heavy casualties. They're going to be at the end of the rope again, and there's still money available for ATK, who will buy right back into it. JT can drop Dumpster, no problem. They're going to be sitting pretty. They could even get the op if they wanted to, and Dumpster would still be able to pick up a rifle. They're not going to do that. They'll make sure they can spread that utility wealth as much as possible, and it's going to be SMGs on the other side. So Party Astronauts, they're in the lead, but it feels like they're the horse that's running out of gas and just keeps coming up for a little burst when their opponent comes close to breaking it. They haven't found it. Beatty has the spot on Stellar. The smoke goes up. He saw him for sure, and now he's spamming for it, but he's not finding it. Stellar's got to be really careful playing in this spot. This is such a compromised position, and he manages to slip away.
Yeah, he was lucky his teammate came in with that flash. Otherwise, I think he was going to be in big trouble. And he only took 34 damage there. He probably should have went down, so he should consider himself lucky after that situation. But minute 20 on the clock here. And, yeah, look at the buy on the side of Party Astronauts. Money's all over the place. 2 SMGs, AWP, and 2 M4s. On the flip side, ATK got pretty much anything they want. But their money is low on both sides, so big round coming up here. If ATK steals this, they could potentially tie it up here with 13-13. But minute on the clock now. ATK seems to want to go over towards that B site. They have everybody in that area. And as the 2-man setup from the CTs, it's going to be Robbie and Stellar to hold this one down.
Heavy mid-presence laid in. continuing to do this. They're trying to wrap through the door. Ponalone, though, in a tricky spot. If he swings back into this, should have a pretty good hold. They're actually going to smoke out his angle specifically. So that's great anticipation out from ATK. And now the 2B players, they're on an island, but it's a massacre for Stellar. He gets two, nearly the third, runs out of bullets and can't swap away fast enough. Tries to slip through the smoke, and Black Poison will catch him in the retreat. So Black Poison, barely a wisp left in this round, but it may be enough of a wisp. Good trade from MOTM. And now they move on to the site proper. Ponalone and MOTM working in tandem. Two of the big fraggers for this squad. And they've got to find the round. This would be a huge swing for ATK if they can break it through. This would be the economic damage done for Party Astronauts and enough for ATK to bring us tied up. And that bomb is ticking now. It's getting ever lower. The fight has to come in. They're trying to find it. They know where Black Poison is. Domster's been caught. He's going to be dropped, but not enough bullets, not fast enough. Domster, great response, 2K. And it's a 12th round for ATK, likely the tie as well as the eco comes out from Party Astronauts. And this is going to be all tied up in round number 27, Mitch. We're almost there. ATK have brought this back.
That was a butt clencher, Mike. I had no idea what was about to happen, but nice job there by ATK staying disciplined to their positions. And that AWPer, him missing that shot, that's what I think lost that round. But ATK looks like they want to go pretty quickly here over towards that A site. They already have 4 players in this area. And they should have a general idea that money's not good on the side of Party Astronauts. But they're going to stick over towards the ramp right now. See if anybody peeks. They're going to expend some utility to make sure they clear out all of these angles. Oh, Bentley spotted out one. Has the opportunity to get that kill on Tens as well. That would be a huge kill. But he's going to get caught out. Now he's all alone, and Fady gets aggressive, takes that down. He's going to go ahead and get a second as well. Robbie trying to catch him while I was reloading, but that's not going to work out. Fady gets a triple, and JT going to take out Tens there at the end with a nice little team kill. But we are tied up, Mike. It's 13-13.
Just a little good-natured blood sacrifice. You don't gotta offer Tens up to the gods. But 4 players surviving, that's exactly what they needed. And now Party Astronauts have a big task ahead of them. They've got to win this round, and they've got to keep it going as well. They will have the AWP for Ponalone. They're going to be trying for it. MOTM has been having a heroic performance here on Vertigo as well. He's at 27 right now, pacing the server by a long shot. It's actually really even across the board for ATK, which is great to see, because it hasn't been the case for a lot of their showings. And JT is going to be starting to get a little bit of space in towards mid. He's trying to buy it for his squad. Stellar's holding here. And mixed results from this mid position. And this time it's going to be Ben as the first to fall. MOTM now the lone defender for the A bomb site. Will not catch out Tens as he somehow wins that duel with only 11 HP left. Now the bomb can be planted. This is perfect for ATK. But Stellar's got something else in mind. Not waiting for the bomb to be planted before he comes in with a big 3 frags. Ponalone, though, missing a shot. That's missed opportunity as well. It comes down to a 2v2 again. And the last time this happened, it worked out very well for the ATK squad. And JT's coming in on the full flank wrap.
Yeah, Party Astronauts got to get going here. No kit to work with unless there's one on towards site. So Molly going to come in, not right position. Oh, nice shot there. Black Poison goes down now, 2v1. They're going to go ahead, smoke the bomb, and stick it. He has to stick it as well. It's a 10-second defuse. Ponalone trying to come in and get the kill, and I think they're going to get it done. Look at the time. It's close, and Party Astronauts make it work. It's 14-13.
Mitch, this one's going to go down to the wire.
Oh,
there's
baby.
still money for ATK. There's still money, and Party Astronauts, they're still playing on the slimmest of margins. So they're going to go right back into it. They saved the biggest gun, the AWP, of course. So they're going to have a buy here. The pause comes in. I'm not even sure which side this is for, because either side has got to be panicking and figuring stuff out. We're coming down to the wire. If Party Astronauts close it out here on Vertigo, they have booked their path into EPL relegation. They have punched their ticket as that third team from North America to contend for a Pro League spot. It is Party Astronauts timeout. I know Munster likes to use those timeouts. Munster is the coach for Party Astronauts to calm his team down in really hype moments, get them level-headed, and get them right going into the round. So that must be what's happening here. If you're in the ATK side, you're like, all right, boys, one more. We know we get this one round. We break their economy. Then it's 14-14. We can get map point. We can bring this through to map number 3. We just got to get to Dust 2. We've just got to hang on here. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. ATK's got to be pretty nervous in this situation. Down 1, if they give up this round, that might be it. So we're going to send JT by himself while his teammates go over towards ramp. And there's 4 guys dedicated towards this site, or at least guys that can get there on a fast rotation. Robbie's going to be inside. He might actually back up here. I'm not sure. They're actually going to put Stellar forward. But as I say that, he's going back and forth. They're just messing with me right now, Mike. But ATK taking their time. They're going to molly some of those CTs out of position, but that's going to mean there's 3 guys in sight. It's going to go in the favor of ATK, but Ponalone able to respond now. 2v2. Black Poison's going to put that bomb down, and we got some action here in the 28th round.
It's felt like 3 rounds in a row that we've come down to a 2v2 clutch. This is just so close. Van Leek clears out that back balcony. The smoke down is going to whittle so much time off this clock. It looks like Ponalone actually wants to get around possibly towards mid. Now he's going to group up with Ben Leek. That smoke was just to get them through. Ben Leek can't do it, though, and Ponalone can't either. The money is shattered. It's going to be ATK in pole position to take round number 15 to secure map point. And Party Astronauts, they've just got to swallow, well, I was going to say swallow a bitter pill and fight for overtime, but Ben Leek says no. No way we're doing that. We're going for this. We're force buying in. We're going to catch them out. We are going to make this happen. The IGL leading the way for his squad. They've got no desire to contend for OT. They're just going to make this happen right now. And this is such a tough map to force buy on. We're going to see what they can do, but this looks dire.
And this is completely opposite of the in-game bleeding I'm used to coming from Ben Leeds. I feel like he's a pretty conservative player when it comes to his calls. Especially in these type of situations. But, you know, I like the attitude. They want to fight for this 15th round. They're going to send 4 guys over towards the A site. Tense is just waiting for somebody to come into his crosshairs. Hasn't spotted anybody out just yet. So Party Astronauts has stayed disciplined so far. Utility going to flush MOTM out or make him go back. And it looks like the hit will begin. Ben Leeds going to boost up. Fady's going to get in an advanced position. They should be able to get this bomb down without an issue. But the retake, I think, is going to be where the real action is. Look at Downster coming from behind, though.
This could be massive. Domster's worked his way all the way around, and he's got so much time because they haven't put the bomb down. He's going to be patient. He's going to be continuing to clear out space, but Ben Lee might actually be checking for it. He does have the spot, but it's okay because there's a rifle up against his SMG, and that's just not good enough. So Domster now gets a second for his efforts, and he will spot out the third, and this is fine. Domster just feasting in the back lines. This force buy has gone awry. It's all left to Robbie, who just doesn't have the weaponry to fight the angles he's taking. It's going to be map point for ATK and a broke Party Astronauts to try and hang on here. This was a questionable decision at best to buy into the last round, and now it's really coming back to bite them. So they'll have 3 MP9s here. Again, a Mag 7, although I don't even really know where you play with a Mag 7 on this map. And they're just going to try. They're going to try desperately to find something here to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, I'm with you. Where do you put this Mag 7? Unless you're able to get in some sort of advanced position where ATK's not going to be expecting them, yeah, it's certainly going to be difficult. I guess you can tuck them away in towards site where the players would have to funnel in. I mean, that would be a really strong position, but yeah, I've seen MOTM. He goes in immediately and checks that quick left right where Domster would be going if he continues on his path. But right now, Domster on the opposite side of the map from his teammates. Looks like it's going to be an A hit. You can see... actually, I cannot switch screens right now for some reason, but nonetheless, it's going to be 2 kills going in the favor of Party Astronauts, Mike.
Massive. They got the tags onto Tens as well. Tens does fall. Now a man advantage. They might actually make this work. Beyond all hope, beyond all logic, this is working out, and Black Poison says, not a chance. Big frags for Black Poison to make this happen. It is Robbie who's starting to inch forward, who's trying to make this retake happen. This time he's got a rifle, not limited by the SMG or the pistol. They'll spot the first, and JT was watching for exactly that hop.